Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Up Against the Odds. So let's start off by talking about Aaron Rodgers in the hit. I saw the highlight, and I posted it on my Instagram. That's 3 underscores, Master Bruce. You also can see some of my predictions on there. Like I predicted that the Steelers would beat Kansas City. You can see that. Check me out. Once again, that's 3 underscores, Master Bruce. You can see that I predicted the Steelers will beat the Chiefs, and you'll see why. Okay, so back to the point. And I also did put Aaron Rodgers, I put that he was hurt, and maybe out for the season. And I saw the highlights of the hit, and it was totally legal to me. It was an emotional play. He got drove to the ground. He put his arm on the ground, then his shoulder, touched the turf. But that happens in football. He could have turned where his back could have hit the ground, and then maybe it would have been his chest more so than his shoulder, and maybe he wouldn't have had a broken collarbone. Who knows? These things happen. It's a contact sport. Like contact, trucks on trucks smashing together type of sport. Things like that happen. Freak accidents happen. It's football, man. And if you soften it up too much, it's gonna affect the defense too much in a negative way. It's already have slowed down with concussions, and that I get it. Less concussions is better for the game. I understand, and I understand the procedures of helping concussed players. For after the game and during their career. I understand, and for their families and for themselves. I get it. I totally get it. So that's fine. But you can't take everything out. The head injury, cool. Yes, let's stick to that. Let's not have so many concussions, or try to cut down. At least try to cut down, or try to manage it better than we have in the past. Definitely better than we had in the past. I get it. But you can't take every hit out the game. You can't take every injury out the game. Even to a marquee player such as Aaron Rodgers, the great Aaron Rodgers. I understand. I picked them to win the Super Bowl. This doesn't help me at all. My prediction at all. And I love watching Aaron Rodgers, man. Who doesn't? He's a heck of a talent, man. One of the talents. Greatest thrower of the football. You feel me? Who doesn't? Who doesn't feel bad that he went down? But it's football. And a lot of people have been really emotional, in my opinion, about it. Who say, oh, that it was dirty hit. It wasn't a dirty hit. It was a legal hit. Now, and I will say, such as like what the NFL did with Brady, when he got injured, and then they came back and changed the rule. Don't be surprised if the NFL changes the rules on quarterback being hit a certain way outside the pocket. Don't be surprised. Now, I say, if Aaron Rodgers really doesn't complain and the Green Bay Packers don't complain, maybe it won't change. And if NFL doesn't hear too much feedback far as, oh, that was dirty, you should change the rules. If the NFL do not hear too much of that, then it might not change. But again, he's a quarterback. He's a face of a league. He's one of the faces of the league. Hey, you can say top 2 faces of the league, Brady, then him. So they might just change it because the quarterbacks are pretty much the most important player on the field, only because they do so much. And I'm only saying that because they do so much. It's still a team game, yes, but they do so much, and they can uplift your franchise to a level that no other position can. So they might end up changing the rules. Well, that rule. I wouldn't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen. So keep your eyes open for that. And hey, you heard it first here on Up Against the Odds. Remember that as well. Now, let's get to luck. I'm a Colts fan. That's my team. And I heard that the Skins, Washington Skins, that's also my second team. But I ain't heard them. I have a bunch of family members who are either Skins fans or Dallas Cowboy fans. But me, the way Peyton Manning threw the ball, the offense work, and Peyton Manning personality and things of that nature, that drew me into the Colts. I felt my own team, my own home to call home. my own place to call home. I found it, and that's with the Colts. Yeah, we're not perfect. I get it, totally get it, because we're not. Especially that defense. Oh man, we how long have we been having this problem? Like forever. I mean, well, at least since Peyton Manning days. Still haven't figured it out. Like, come on now. In a running game, like, come on now. I mean, we had some kind of running games over the years, with Marshall Faulk, Aaron James, but we can do better, especially in when recent history, have any running game really. We can do better. We need to do better. Get Luck a better line. We need to have a better running game and a better defense. Period. Point blank. Now, as far as this year, let Luck sit. Let him heal. You see what happens when people rush back or maybe don't take additional time. Like Odell didn't take additional time and now he's out for the season. No, let Luck heal. Let him heal. We ain't going anywhere anyway. We're not. Honestly, we're not. I'm a fan. And I'm saying we're not going anywhere anyway. Let Luck heal. We're not going to the playoffs. If we go to the playoffs, we're not winning the Super Bowl. Period. Let Luck heal. Let's prepare for next year. And then if we don't have a good enough record, we get better draft picks. Why not? And the story. Like, come on, y'all. Think, man. Think. Don't just think this year. Let's think for the next 5 to 10 years. Hey, we need this boy. And look what we're doing without him on offense. Imagine if he's, on the field 100% healthy with a better line and a better running game and work on the defense as well. Can you imagine what we could do? What we can accomplish? Come on, guys. Let's make the smart decision. Hey, and as you all know, NBA has started. The regular season has officially started. Now, I'm going to make my NBA picks. Final picks, that is. Pretty sure you all know. Basketball, it's easier picking because out of 7-game series, you really get to see who's the best team. And the teams that I picked to go to the finals, they already been. So, for the East, Cleveland Cavaliers. For the West, Golden State Warriors. Then I picked the Warriors to win again. Because, they're juggernaut, They are a juggernaut. And Cleveland does have a chance to win. Don't get me wrong. They do. Really, if everyone stays healthy and are on their top game late in the season, Cleveland has a heck of a chance to win. A heck of a chance. And I deserve the right to change my pick. But, hey, we see how the season go far as, injuries. Like you all saw with Gordon Hayward. I never thought that the Boston Celtics were going to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Never. Even with, it went Gordon. But it hurts their chances a lot now. At least with Gordon, they would have had a better chance to just compete and make it more interesting. More interesting final. Who doesn't love an interesting final, But with him out, I don't see it. I really don't see they have a chance at all. And it's sad what happened to him. That's another freak accident. And prayers go out to him. Hopefully he gets better. But it is sports, and these things do happen. It's sad when it happens, but these things do happen. So, disregarding injury from the Cavs and the Warriors, I still think the Warriors will win it. But the Cavs, they have a shot, a good shot. They're deep. They have a bench now. And what they can do, a way they can beat the Warriors, is to slow the game down, sort of like the Grizzlies do. Slow the game down, play more defense, make Golden State play your game. And you all might be surprised what happened. King James might sit on the throne once again. And also, who's a bigger threat to the Warriors on the West? I believe it's OKC. Now, and I believe Westbrook already, he's gotten the MVP, so the selfishness that, he wanted to prove to everyone, he has that out. It's done. He released it. He's proven it. Cool. He has a league MVP. What's next? He wants a championship. So, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, I would believe he's more willing to share the ball. I believe all three of them are more willing to share the ball because all three of them won a championship more than ever now. More than ever, they won it now. They already have the accolades. Like, shooting, scoring championship. I mean, scoring titles, or Olympic teams, gold medals, or just being recognized as one of the best players in the league. Not the best, but at least one of them, maybe top 10, top 20, something like that. They already have all those things. They won a championship. Period. They want a championship. So I believe they would be more willing to pass the ball, figure it out, go through the growing spurts and everything. I believe they will. But they don't have a bench. So I believe they'll be able to beat out the Rockets, but they would not be able to go beat Golden State because they do not have a bench. And that will hold them back. You feel me? That'll hold them back. And another thing. Shout out to Max, because I agree. Shout out to Max Kellerman, ESPN First Take. Shout out to Max. Steph Curry is the #1 indispensable player on Golden State. Draymond second, then KD. Sounds crazy? Sometimes this world is crazy, and so is sports. Sometimes sports is a crazy thing. It's the intangibles, what I'm talking about. Of course, KD is a better player than Steph and Draymond. But the way Steph rallies the crowd like no other, and the way he forces you to guard the court, his three-point shooting is like no other. He can shoot from pretty much wherever. You have to count that. You have to guard that, and that opens space for other players to get open. Draymond, he's the heartbeat. You can't account for that. He's that dog. He's the one willing to get down in the dirt, get nasty. He's that type of guy. He's the rally the troops guy. Everybody rallies around him. You seen what happened when they went 73 and Draymond didn't play that game 5. He didn't play. Warriors lost. Draymond played. Warriors pretty much won, except for the game where he was suspended full when he let James get in his head. King James get in his head. I'm pretty sure he's learned from that. And KD is the one who puts him over the top, because KD, how can you guard Steph with the space and the open and the shots and the dribbles and the passes? Draymond with the rebounds and all the other things he brings to the team, that aggression, that mentality, like, hey, we're going to beat you regardless, and we're going to stomp on your throat. We're going to put that pressure to your neck. And KD with the shots, and not even bringing up Clay or Iguodala. Like, I'm just saying, and they have a bench. And you saw what Swaggy P did. I'm a Lakers fan, but you see what Swaggy P did with the Warriors. How can you guard all that? I'm just saying, if all of them stay healthy and they stay A1, they stay on their game, especially when late in the season. What I said, a juggernaut. They are a juggernaut. I'm just calling it like it is. So, I got to go to work, you all. Until then, this has been Up Against the Odds. You know where to find me. Facebook, Bruce Wall. And on Instagram, 3_Master Bruce. Like, subscribe, and notify. Please, let's support. You hear me? I'm a young man doing something positive. This is my passion. And I know what I'm talking about. So get at me. Until then, y'all. Peace.